segment of the Just Cooling podcast has been brought to you by the Tattoo Shop Radio and powered by Zeno FM.
All right, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Just Cooling Podcast. I am your host, Country Red.
DJ Quinn.
And DawsonSJewellS.
What's going on, family, man? What y'all got going on, man? It's just us three tonight, so we're gonna figure this shit out.
We're gonna get into this Black History Month and talk about a couple of things that need to be talked about.
Current event.
Yeah, so.
But how's the weather up in Oklahoma?
We had 4 snow days. The weather was pretty bad. Oh, she didn't disappear after you asked me the question.
She be back.
Straight Houdini. So the weather was pretty bad. A lot of snow and rain and sleet. And so, of course, a lot of people that was in the educational field did not have to go to work, including myself. And so I just chilled with my fam, my daughter.
I got kicked
talk
out.
about some things. Welcome back, sis. And so you asked about how was the weather, right? Very fair weather question to kind of ease into this unknown conversation on how we're going to navigate through this, right? So, as I was saying before, you dodged that on us or whatever, just accidentally pushed the button on purpose, is that the weather was kind of pretty bad, to where he was in the educational field, as a teacher, as an educator, such as myself. We had 4 days off, and so that was kind of more therapeutic for me personally. I was able to get a lot of stuff done and just catch up on a lot of things, including dealing with just, preparing for the podcast show and other endeavors and business and stuff like that, and just getting a lot of stuff done. How about you guys?
Oh, the weather was great here. It's about 75.
Yeah,
of course.
We wearing shorts.
Yeah,
about the same here.
Yeah,
of course it was.
It did rain a little bit.
Sunny, bright,
Yeah, so I have a question. You stay in Arizona, DJ Quinn, right? So, what happens if it does, snow up that way?
It's not going to.
But if it does, remember when Texas had that winter storm, houses caved in and all that?
It actually snows. It actually snows up north, which is Sedona area, snows up there, Flagstaff area. So you got to go up north because it's a higher elevation. But here we're not gonna get no snow down here.
Never ever.
We might get some freeze maybe, but no, it's not gonna snow out here. I've been here 7 years and I ain't seen no snow down here. So.
Do you believe in climate change?
I do
instrument you playing New York State of Mind? Do you believe in climate change?
You know what? Climate change is big, but I don't think we're that high. Our elevation is not that high.
Do you believe in controlled climate change?
Yes.
You talking about chemtrails?
Yes. Chemtrails.
Oh man. Okay.
Y'all gotta watch out. Be prepared for those.
I've been seeing that since me and my brother cutting the yard on 1035 East Spring Street. We'd be out there on a certain morning. I always thought it was a rocket or a space shuttle, but I'm like, there's no way they doing that every day. No one I know that. Because it costs a lot of money to put that stuff up in the sky and go into space. But at the time, I'm like, man, wow.
Yeah.
Again and again.
That's how they got it. Yeah.
So that was always kind of weird to me, though, but I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, but hey, it's do your own research. It's weird, think about the foods that we eat and things that's being cloned and so forth.
Everything is being cloned.
Yeah, my husband actually made a point. He said, if you think about it, maybe I'm not saying it right, but he was like, we kind of all are clones. He said something about your foot when you were a baby, and they get a copy of it and put it on that
birth certificate.
Birth certificate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said he's reading something. They that's part of it. Heck, what they do with your placenta, what they do with your bill, all this stuff they keep when you don't want it. What they do with it?
Hey,
somewhere, huh?
Organs is the number one
black market.
Black market.
Yeah.
So, that's a good event. Oh my God, that's a good something to talk about. I read allegedly they are, what is it? If you're in jail, or something about if you donate your organs, you can get out, or something like that. I gotta look it up. Yeah, in jail. Yeah.
Really?
I said that's crazy.
Does that apply to the 5th level max? People that's on triple life and murderers and all that.
I gotta look at it, but they'll do anything to get our organs. To me, that's worse because then if you die, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. That's weird to me. That's crazy. But yeah, I read that. I need to look it up. I gotta look it up. But yeah, there's something about shortening your sentence or something if you're an organ donor or something like that.
You know what? I'm gonna throw at y'all a curveball. Like, so right now, the snitching thing, the snitching trend, right? So you said organs and saying, if I donate this, I can get out. And do you think that would be considered allegedly, right? What is y'all idea or y'all thoughts on these new I'm gonna say fugazi rappers that's out here portraying something they're not? Most of them, I don't know, but snitching.
I think they all are doing something these days.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can say they're portraying, but I mean, it's a lot of people dying and shit. So you know what I'm saying.
So there's no
they keeping it real nowadays instead of not. I think the rappers is keeping it more real now than they was in the past.
By snitching?
No, I'm talking about just by killing.
Oh, but I'm saying they're doing that, but then they might be involved in some stuff like.
Well, that's what they say now. The snitches is cool. Being the snitch is cool now.
So who you think spearheaded that?
But if you a snitch and they say if you don't, I mean, but my thing is
what I got no pub, but
I got a couple of names.
Yeah. But what's on the line if you don't snitch though? That's another thing. People are like, what's on the line?
I mean,
tell us.
What you mean if you don't snitch? What's on the line? If you don't snitch, well, back in the days, if you didn't snitch, you got street cred. Like, oh, he did his time, he didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? But now, I think they're scared to go to jail.
Really?
So if you're scared to go to jail and you rapping this persona, right? And I'm not gonna say that all of it's falsified, and you might actually be a legit general in today's climate, right? But then you gotta go lay down, and then shit hits the fan. Now it's like, you know what? I didn't make a name for myself. I'm hot. And you mentioned sis family. I think about just providing all that stuff like that. You get hot, and then you lose all of that, and then you go behind those bars allegedly for whatever it may be. Now you faced with a consequence as far as, you know what? Do I want to miss this fame, or where I can go back and get hot, or do I lay it down because when I come out street cred, I'm gonna be tough, I'm gonna be well renowned? Or in today's society, it's like it's no big deal. At least it seems that way. You don't get us crucified because there's nobody checking these youngsters about this and that. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think nobody's, like you said, checking them. And two, it's like when they do something and they tell, it's like, but you gotta look. When you tell and come back out as a rapper, it seems like you get more people are watching you.
Right.
You get more followers. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, oh, it's not supposed to be like that. But let's just say, I'm not, trying to say he a snitch or he wrong for doing what he's doing, but let's just look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. He did what he did, but he's still a big rapper. He still, came out, did major things. I mean, he's kind of slowed down now, maybe. But...
You talking about the white? You talking about the with the different color hair?
Yeah,
he still getting paid.
He stay here. I know where they saw him up in Wellington. He stay here.
See?
Well, he trying to hide, but they seen him at the stove.
Yeah,
he laying low though.
But what's so funny about that though? He talked all that. To me, he talked a lot of gang stuff, right, to these so-called rappers. These tough Tony guys, right?
Yeah.
But he was never like that though. If you really want to know about, like, he was never.
Right. But why come he ain't got touched yet? I'm gonna leave it at that. Just think about that, because if you look at today's rappers or street guys, so-called street guys or whatever, living that type of life, I think he kind of, I ain't taking a side. I don't mess with him like that. But I looked at it at this angle. Nobody touched him.
I think he got people that's behind him too, though. You know what I'm saying?
He got the machine, but no one. He talked a lot of noise to a lot of cats. And all they did was go online. Oh, we're gonna get you if you come to our town. But then he'll go to that town, at least on the internet world, metaverse world. He's over here in this region over here, this region, and nothing happened to him. So it made me look at, if you look in hindsight now, people just catching cases, are they really about that life? Because it's a different generation.
Well, he wasn't about the life, and the people who he was rolling with, probably was about the life, but they recruited him. You know, they recruited him basically for money purposes.
Oh yeah,
and to
but
make
this is old news. I don't want to spend.
Old news. But you know,
but I mean, it just.
You know, he's still out there doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he's still making money. So I don't think it's an issue of snitching nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's all a show, man. Like,
it's all entertainment if we really want to get down to it.
That's how I'm trying to view it now, because it's like soap opera. I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Which rapper's gonna bite the bait? Even if it's not him, but anybody else, it's like that's the new trend.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like it's kind of terrible. It's bad, you know, out there in the rap world, depending on what you are into. You know, if you want to get to some weirdo stuff like that, teach his own. But I can't really rock with it, you know. But
let's go to this TD Jake news. What's going on?
Yeah, so allegedly, there's this girl. I'm not gonna quote her. I don't know her name exactly, but anyway, I was just scrolling on TikTok like I do when I be bored, I be stuck. So I was scrolling on TikTok, and they were saying that TD Jakes basically runs the shade room, and the girl did all this research. She said that all his employees either had something to do with the Potter's house. It's out there, it's allegedly, but
You said the Potter's house?
That's the name of their church. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Y'all know. Anyway,
there's a Potter's house in Colorado, I think.
It's one in Dallas too. That's where the big one is. So,
okay. It's like a franchise. Sound like.
Basically, all those employees also work at the shade room, and they were saying that that's why when all these pastors be doing all this stuff, it never really is exposed, because he runs the shade room. I'm not surprised. I don't know. It's just something about certain these TD Jakes and Creflo, he not even out there no more. I don't know what happened to him. You heard,
Creflo Dollar?
Yeah, so to me it's like anymore you gotta be careful who you listen to and who you taking, you know what I'm saying, like who's preaching to you anymore. You gotta be careful, because TD Jakes to me is not, something wrong with him. He weird.
Yeah, he
he's at Puff Daddy's party.
Hey, so yeah, I hear he was at one of Puff's parties.
And it was a party. It wasn't like a dinner. It was like, and I'm like, okay, no one's perfect, but you're portraying as a path. Like, why are you at his party?
If it wasn't business, then we all know, we know how Puffy gets down. We love you, Puff, but we know how you get down. And I would never be at one of your parties.
No,
I'm not going.
But
for TD Jakes to go,
we ain't getting no revolt after this.
I just said I didn't want to go to Puff's party. I'm not. I don't want to go.
I'm messing with
you. Hey, y'all, while we on Puffy, y'all know it's the video of him singing Happy Birthday to French Montana. French Montana ain't got no shirt on at the table, and Puffy got on the road. What? And it's just why the two people, and who's recording? He's singing Happy Birthday, and French Montana ain't got no shirt on.
What room was they in?
They was downstairs in the living. I guess the living room, the white table.
This is hilarious.
Maybe Ursha was recording.
Oh wow.
Ursha probably was there.
This is hilarious.
Ursha was there. I also hear that. Hey, y'all just need to check out. Shout outs to Gene Deal. He used to be Puffy's bodyguard.
I kind of heard about that.
Y'all need to go on YouTube, and he's telling everything.
I think I've seen.
Hold up, man. I know y'all been watching the Keith Murray episodes.
Hey, you know what? I almost put out that video we did, but I didn't put it out because I didn't want to harp on his,
But
what if you telling the truth?
But I mean, not to go too deep into detail, but do y'all think he's just doing it just to prove a point, to be like you can say anything, or do you think he's actually like?
Nah, keeping it real. He keeping it 100. He keeping it 100.
Yeah. Out of all, and they want to.
It don't even feel rehearsed. It's like, bam, he's just doing it. Like it happened. So it don't even sound rehearsed to me. But
look, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. We all getting older now, so the generation. Mm-hmm. The new generation probably don't give a damn. Yeah. But it's some of them that do. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you look, everybody who's getting older then came out with the truth about what's going on.
Right, because my thing is, you're gonna have to meet your. I think they feel guilty because they was a part of it. So they like, let me go ahead and get this off my chest and confess of my sins or whatever. Before
that's like Prodigy wrote that book. If y'all ain't read Prodigy's book, he telling a lot of stuff. I don't
think anybody was expecting Keith Murray to come out with some stories. Like, we all heard about the Tupac stories and all that stuff like that, but when he mentioned the female rappers and all that, which threw me off, and I'm like, and then he had on the detective trench coat with the professor's, specs on.
Like, was it cold in there? Where was he at?
And I remember when I seen this one day, I got out to work. I said, "Man, oh snap, Keith Murray being interviewed because he don't do interviews like that." So we tried to get him on the show, and a while back, and I was like, "Wow, okay." And I just kept on watching. I said, "I wonder what he gonna say next. And it just kept going to the next level, the next level, the next level. I'm like, "Oh, word."
He's not lying. And they all like, "Oh, Foxy Brown talking about you believe a crackhead." I'm like, Foxy Brown, girl, hush.
She already know what time it was. So I mean, everybody's coming. I mean, you gotta look. That's like. I mean, I don't know if everybody been looking. Jaguar Wright's been dragging people under the bus.
And she
know.
She telling, ain't nobody suing her. The girl telling the truth.
Yeah, she know everything.
Yeah, she must have got
Beyonce bodyguard came out. Beyonce and Jay-Z bodyguard. He telling stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I can do this.
But she was around, she talking about the Roots and all of them.
Yeah, and I'm surprised about the stuff she said about them. I'm like, I used to like, I definitely like them, but
personal business is their personal business.
Right.
I mean, you still that's like us saying that R. Kelly's didn't make good music.
I think personal is personal, but when it got something to do with the stuff they doing, it's evil.
But I mean, Kelly's a little different. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, not even Kelly. Just like
he made good music, but now that you go back and listen to R. Kelly's music, you be like, damn, was he singing to that little girl?
I know Norman was like, when he was like, can I get that choo choo? He said, that's a bus sound. I'm like, you still.
What happened?
Hey, you know who else?
Hey, let's go to commercial break. Commercial break. You want to give them too much. Go to commercial break. DJ Quinn takes the next commercial break.
We on commercial break.
Just give us a commercial. Welcome back. I am Country Red. Make sure that you check us out on the Hub YouTube channel on Fridays live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, make sure that you check out Kickback with Sports Tuesday, the MilkTray on Mondays, Kickback on Thursdays, and also check us out on the Tattoo Shop Radio Fridays, also on Zeno.fm, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, check out these videos. These are some dope artists that we already had on the show. The first video is the first video that we did a while back, way back in like 2010 when I was managing in this rap group called Tha Labal Ent. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
Yeah. It's the North in this bitch, nigga. Yeah, that's right. N-O-R-T-H. Yeah, that's what made me great. From the north side, nigga. North side, nigga. From the north side, nigga. North side. I'm from the north side, nigga. Yeah. Hey, okay. I'm from the motherfucking north. Yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north. Yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking N-O-R-T-H. Yeah, baby. Northside all-star like Brian Gravy. Yeah, I moved the list out cause they pay a little extra. But everybody know where I'm from, so respect the hustle. A young paper chaser from the north, and I'm showing no remorse. I gotta get it how I live, so you get yourself a shovel if your cats don't dig. Your boy minor league trying to make it to the big. See, I flip it, your boy don't flop. I was raised in the hood right there on the block, and I came from the bottom, now I'm headed to the top. Got a big money scheme with a Shakespeare plot. Sunday soul brothers always gon' pop. Man, I missed the chicken shack, but too many bodies dropped. Heard he took my road, but we still got the crease. If you're from the north side, then you know what I mean, nigga. North, yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north. Yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north.
To the side, better known as a town where niggas frost, fuck, barkers, be silence around. I want LL to steal my cellular signal failed en route to Detroit to pick up a package traffic bill. Just like a shade you mechanic with those stunner shades on. Two consumers in the air, I'm fucked up in the zone. Gone off the doty wody. No flammy whammy. Bumpin' Jeffrey Osborne, older models wanna land me. Posted up at the chicken shack just before it closed down. This nigga rolled to the bucket, beating bumper, hanging on the ground. Now that's what the fuck I call a chicken shack legend, car raggedy as fuck. This nigga still fucking flossin'. I'm an old school north sider. I can name monuments like the Peak House, the Wagon Wheel of Pete's barbecue pit. Hella motherfucking out of town that said the town was weak. Next time you see them niggas, I bet they missin' some teeth. I'm from the north.
Yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north. Yeah, nigga heard me. Represent the north side, deep and early. Yeah, I'm the same hood, nigga, every day. Asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north.
I got that north side gang, keep new money. Yeah, I'm magic with the peel, got the block jumping. Oklahoma lingo make your girl perform for me. When pocket change the stash and guap, it was really nothing. I'm cocked and ready, man, gotta stay slip resistant. I'm full throttle on the block until I blow a piston. Now this the land of the green, so respect it, pimpin'. Don't jump off sides, man, stay across the line of scrimmage. I'm out with the moon, some say I got night vision. A $50 blood to blow a fresh cup of prescription. I'm bulldogging for the cash in the grinding district. And this the side of the city where we never sleeping. And I can get it through the underground for dirt cheap. And we was taught to never break the code of the streets. We getting down dollar after dollar, homie, by the heat. If you don't know, I think you're best to ask a man.
Yeah, nigga heard me, represent the north side, deep and early turly. Yeah, I'm the same hood nigga every day, asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north. Yeah, nigga heard me, represent the north side, deep and early turly. Yeah, I'm the same hood nigga every day, asking nigga from the hood in my time is what he say. I'm from the motherfucking north.
Man, won't you get you some real whiskey, quit drinking that motherfucking water?
Audi in my Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. 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 I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. If you think you gon' come kill me, I be Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. 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 I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. I respect the authorities, but I don't stop for police. I'm running red lights if 9/11 chasing me. I got PTSD since 12 committed me. It is a tragedy, contravesty, being black in these streets. Why you mad at Yato? Don't get fly with me, ho. Slavery is still alive. It's a choice. He is right. He ain't safe for who though? But you think he meant black when he really meant blue though? He be on Pluto. Shame on you, bro. Like Black Panther movie ain't moved me like the real Black Panther crew though. See, I saw the same old black on black violence. I seen enough of it. Enough's enough. Listen to the kids. Bang gum, bitches. Fuck your riches. We need reform. And a vacay someplace warm. You ain't catching up to me. I'm the one. I'll be gone. I be Audi in my Audi. 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 I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. If you think you gon' come kill me, I be Audi. Don't judge me. I be Audi in my Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. 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 I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. I be Audi. Gotta get these fuckboys from round me. Don't crowd me, SoundCloud me. Go fund me. I'm the original one. You carbon copies. I'm a loner and a stoner. My loud packs be loudy. Roll up in the Audi. Wind down the windows cause it be cloudy. Whether the weather be sunny or shady. Weather the storm. I let it rain on these hoes. Like water, I will transform. Anything goes. I'm here to save all these hoes. Love is the goal. Stop the killing, stop hating your foes. I know you feel some type of way, so you type in your feelings. But that's how life goes. That's how life goes. I seen enough of it. Enough's enough. Listen to the kids. Bang gum, bitches. Fuck your riches. We need reform. And a vacay someplace warm. You ain't catching up to me. I'm the one. I'll be gone. I be Audi in my Audi. 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 I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. If you gon' come kill me, I be Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. I be Audi in my Audi. Audi in my Audi. Audi Do you mind if I talk to you? Do you? Do you mind, yo, let's take a walk. We've been going through it for a minute. I just wanna talk, feelings in my past, feeling sad since we called it off. You know you're not the same, know you feeling lost. Let it off, wanna hear your thoughts and your afterthoughts. It don't get no deeper or no realer, we gon' lose it all. Playing all them games, causing pain, I can't stand the rain. My heart is bleeding, yo, we don't beat the same. Do you feel the same, do you feel the pain? Can you stand the rain against your window pane? As the sky gets darker, do your feelings hit harder? On the real, we need each other, we just gotta move smarter. All eyes on us, yeah, we something like them Carters. Feel the new startup, I ain't focused on the drama. Running up some commas, making moves on smarter. I ain't letting up nothing, boy, you know you got my heart. But yeah.
Do you mind if I get to know you? I just wanna show you something. Do you mind if I come on over? I just wanna show you something new.
Think about it, I can feel it. I can't be without you, it's the feeling that you bring. I be dreaming about you. You got me shook, you got me hooked, you got my mind now. Look, open mind, open book, we can run it up. Let me know you down to what? Know the love we have is real and build real tough. Ain't no fake love. I need you close, call that cake love. They'll never get it cause it's real love, one love. Started back in the dub. Thankful that you never gave up. Can we just chill on the hill? Sip on some hen while we listening to Jill. Make a move, it's show play. Show me your way. You know I got your back in the best way. Never switched up swag.